they say men on their prime 35 plus. If you look at my extreme right, he's in his prime right now. Sujoy Ghosh, thank you so much for joining me. This incredibly, we'll talk to him about it. So I'm looking at him and it's a really weird thought. I'm going, how are you looking like this? This happens once you start bulging a bit here and there, not in the right areas. And then of course the lady in the middle who's like the Maharani of Bollywood. I say this every time because whatever there is today, the foundation was laid by her. If every film is being made where the actresses don't have just 7 minutes of a role, or if they don't have 14 minutes of a role, where the distributors give them screens, where there's money being made, and when there's pure joy by watching fantastic performances, it's because of her.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow, that was well said, huh?
Kya baat hai. Thank you.
But I mean every word, and I mean every word of it.
I suddenly have an elevated sense of self. Carry on.
So the thing is, Sujoy, working with her. Yes, this lady in question, I mean, it brings you lots of pressure also, but you respond to pressure in a very different way, as from what I hear and what I know. You are not the typical one that has to say that I must deliver this because this is what the public wants. You make what you want. There are lots of films in the past that you've made that I've enjoyed watching at home. In the theater, because in the theaters.
One audience.
But it's not too bad. There's a crazy film that he made, Home Delivery. If you've seen a better performance by Balan Rani in your life, that's a wrong film that you watched. It's a crazy film. We'll talk about it later. But how do you deal with somebody who just comes with so much of talent?
Even as you're referring to Vidya.
Of course.
No, I think especially in case of this film, I think the mandate we both took, it took us a while to come across a subject which would be worthy of a Kahaani 2 stamp. Because the first Kahaani, I think, gave us a lot of love and respect, and I think that film today is a huge success purely because of the audience. It's the audience which took responsibility of the film and made it into a, whatever it is
very
today.
rarely do they use WOM, word of mouth. With Kahaani, that was really what worked big time. Everybody started saying great things about it.
Oh, absolutely. And I remember our first day was quite abysmal.
We were crying actually.
No, we weren't crying. But,
That was really nice.
at that point, honestly, I didn't keep track of figures or anything of the sort. It was only after that I got corrupt. But I remember every day I'd get a call saying, we've done better than yesterday. And it just kept growing and growing and growing. And today it's been 4.5 years to release. And all over the world, there are people who say, oh my God, Kahaani. And that's such a great feeling, which is why I think...
Because to make thrillers which don't have a predictable ending to the 7 million armchair critics in India is very tough. And you managed to do that. We were surprised. But no.
But Salil, the thing is, that's exactly the same mandate we took for this one, because I feel, and I think Vidya also agrees, the reason for making a film has to be right. We never made, or we didn't make Kahaani 2 to better Kahaani 1. That's not the intention. That was never the intention, and that's why I think it took us 4 years to find a subject which we both felt, yes, this could be worthy of a Kahaani 2 stamp. But when we started making it, that Kahaani 1 is its own, that sacred place. We are not here to better that film. We are not here to make characters which are better than that characters. We are just here to make a film which we hope our audience will come, enjoy, and hopefully, give it the same love that they gave the first one.
As a director, is he like this on set also? He just doesn't let things affect him?
Oh, absolutely. And, he has a wonderful attitude on set. I'm not sure I feel the same way off set. We get onto each other's nerves, and I'm saying each other only, so it sounds politically correct. But on set...
Have you ever hit him?
Almost.
No, but
I've got a little bump here. You see that scar there?
That's when his mind started functioning. But, he handles people beautifully. Everyone's treated alike. And he does mad things. He's doing a dance, he's making you laugh, he's distracting you, but he knows what he wants from the shot. I think that is just incredible. And I'm saying good things.
So now tell me when you don't like what Vidya Balan has done.
No, can I tell you what
he
says?
do?
And that irritates me. he's the most politically incorrect person on set. You know, I've seen this with me, I've seen this with other actors. He'd say bakwas. And I'm like, you know, you can't say bakwas, just say or ek karte hain, or it's not good. Because when you say bakwas,
Stature of the lady on the set, sir.
That's because of my limited vocabulary. You know, like, but I think Bakwas gets it quite right. You know, it just hits it straight on the head, like it's a fall take. You know, and
You abuse your Bengali lineage by saying that you don't know Hindi after having spent 15-20,000 years in Bollywood, made so many Hindi films, and you say limited vocabulary.
No, limited in terms of, you know, those specific adjectives which you have to be politically correct, yet you're getting the message. You know, it's too much work on set.
I agree, sir.
You know, there have been times when he said something like this and I'm like, responded with, oh really? So tell me, what is the problem? Because all I want to do is bang his head at that point.
Yeah, and it hurts.
Wait, when you walk onto a set like this also, the unit is there which listens to you, you know, and then there's another entrant that has to be bought in. You know, when looking at another character there was the Nawaz is as imprinted as everyone's head and all. You took the most incredibly shocking googly casting with Arjun. You know, I would not have imagined in a million years. So either you all are working out together or are running together. How would you even think of that?
No.
Yeah, because he's super
Wipe
fit.
the flow with him in running.
No, so how?
You know, when you're writing, because it takes a while for me to write at least. You know, I'm not a trained writer, so it takes me a while to write. And when you're writing, you slowly start, you know, giving a shape and form to the characters that you're writing. You know, and I think once we finish writing in there,
good form.
Yeah, man.
it was Arjun. You know,
So also, do you get, when a filmmaker is writing a film, I've always asked this thing in my mind at least, when you're watching cinema or different films that are coming over a period of time, do you get influenced when you're looking?
Yes, absolutely.
So did you have, when you're looking and saying, oh, okay, this one, so let me see one or two more of his films to see if all those facets will match with my character?
I would see his film religiously. Like, I remember before we did Kahaani, I saw every single Vidya's film.
Okay.
And I realized he didn't do me anything, so I didn't watch any of Arjun's film. So,
what film of hers did you not like?
Oh, there are loads. Let's not get there.
yeah, let's not get there.
No, why? Since you've been so politically incorrect on the set, kaun sa picture bakwas tha?
नहीं बकवास नहीं था
अच्छा, ठीक है.
Because I don't think anybody, my thing is because I come from this fraternity, I don't think anybody sets out to make a bakwas film. So I think sometimes it doesn't work, but again, you know, like, it's like every film is like a UDP restaurant, you know, they have their own fan following, you know, they have their own set believers in their sambar and in the chutney. So like home delivery has exactly 18 staunch followers, you know, who will give their life for home delivery.
That's not true. I think it was incredibly hilarious. I think it was too intelligent for its time. If you were trying to make, it was like a Truman Show. It was if you haven't seen it, there's Vivek Oberoi in the film, there is Bamani Rani in the film, and there's this. Yes.
Mahima.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Brought her back from the dead now, have we? Brilliant. But no, lovely girl, of course. We've worked with her and worked out together as well. So Vidya, when you see this man on set, you know that there's going to be this concentration. And I've seen a lot of the times, you gather your thoughts and then you get in there and then you do this. Are you taking pressure on yourself also? Because it may not have worked as well in the last 2-3 years, box office wise for you.
Yeah, no, but I think when I'm performing, I'm not thinking about box office success at all. I'm thinking about how best can I live this person truly at this point of time. So in this scene today, that's what I'm thinking. I really don't think of whether the film's going to work, whether the film's going to be liked.
Analyze scene to scene, saying, no, this is not maybe working here, this might not work there.
No. I don't think I'm even equipped to think like that. So, I respond to scripts, I respond to characters, but I don't see a film until it's completely ready. Because
yeah, it doesn't make sense actually. That's
I don't watch the monitor either, because I don't have a sense of, I can't judge. So I can't say, oh,
your own
this is
performance,
working.
do you know when you hit the note right?
When I feel right is when I think I've hit the right note.
People haven't yet figured you out. You make fantastic cinema also, yet you make very off cinema also. Do you think that happens with every filmmaker, that those who don't want to go according to a beaten path?
I don't know. I never made films thinking I'm going on a off track.
But as a boy, when you wanted to make cinema,
Yeah.
was there some kind of cinema that you wanted to start off with, and then when you come into Bollywood, you realize this is working for me?
No, Ray, I wish I had that formula, but I don't. You know, I don't think I have that formula what works and what doesn't work. So I make what I want to make, and then if I get somebody as insane as this woman here who can take it forward, then I'm good.
Would this be considered a safe bet in your mind when you're thinking a little bit of safety for the people that are investing in my name and the people's names?
Safety, I don't know. Yes, I would like to keep financially, the financial side of filmmaking, yes. If I'm making a film with newcomers, I wouldn't make it in a gigantic budget.
Of course.
I would keep that.
But would you be crazier then if you made a film with newcomers?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Maybe, but it all depends on the script. You know, it all depends on what you write and what that script demands. And once that script is locked, I tend not to deviate too much from the script.
Really? He does. So there are no shiftings at all when you come on the set. It's all done anyways, just pre-programmed, and then you explode with over there.
Yeah, if at all, I think he revisits it to see if it can be made more, what's the word?
I don't know, impromptu.
More spoken.
Correct.
You know, that's
rather than read out.
Yeah.
Of course.
So that's the only time I think he revisits a scene in terms of writing.
I don't think you need to do too much of that when she's around. Do you look back the last 3-4 years and the foundation, जो बीज आपने बोया था और आज इतने बड़े पेड़ बन चुके हैं Bollywood में, you know, everyone does give you credit for that, and rightly so. Do you ever think of that when you go back and say how much?
मैंने एक्चुअली बीज बोया नहीं था, वो बीज मेरे हाथ से गिर गया और फिर वहाँ पेड़ उगने लगा. तो I can't take credit for that, though I feel very happy when someone gives me the credit, and I'm very humble. But I'm just a greedy actor who's open to doing everything. You know, that's how these films happened for me, and they did very well. But it's great to see such opportunities open up for female actors, and the fact that these films are doing so well is very reassuring. So you know, I don't think it's any more an aberration. I think it's here to stay, and I think that horizon is only going to widen.
You were polluted with box office numbers after a point of time. Did you ever go back and analyze why it didn't work? Why Ghanchakkar possibly didn't work?
Yeah, you
know, various other films which had big names with it as well. They never did badly. But the expectation was that you're Tendulkar now. You better score 100 every time. So you score 40 against Bangladesh is a super zero. That was the problem.
You know, I did try to analyze. I cried. I moped. I did all that. Yeah. Because it's heartbreaking when
so I know a lot of actors that say, "ठीक है, गया, तो we'll do another one."
No. I'm very passionately involved with my films, so when they don't work, and especially I think coming after 5 successive hits, I didn't know how to deal with it. And each time a film then didn't work, I was like, oh my God, no. But I cry, I vent, I rant, and I get it over with.
Oh God, who faces all that?
Siddharth and my family. I think there's a lot of anger in those days. I'm a very angsty person. I'm trying to analyze, I'm trying to blame myself, I'm trying to blame other people.
Would you watch like a short breakdown of the scenes and the film again?
No, just trying to go through in my head. You know, I think it becomes very difficult to watch the film at that point for me. To listen to the songs from the film. It's like a breakup.
Wow.
Yeah.
Actually, that's right. If it doesn't do well, I don't know how you can just allow it to just be like, you know, oil rolling off your back. You can't do that. It really does hurt.
Yeah, because you put in so much, right? And suddenly when people
But is there ever self-doubt then? Is the audience losing faith in me?
No, I don't think it's about that. It's about, you know, what did I do differently before? What worked before? Was that choice an instinctive choice, or was this one a calculated one, or did I really do the film for the right reasons? Did I not do my job well? Did someone else? But finally, you can't figure. You don't know what works when a film works, because there's always that X factor, and you don't know what doesn't work when a film doesn't work. So I think what this phase has taught me is that you have to just keep going on. So some will work, some will not work. You'll keep hoping that every film works.
So one day before, who do you think is more nervous?
He.
Yeah? Do you break stuff?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
What's your routine on a Friday, not Friday, Thursday night and Friday early morning?
I can't remember. I think last time I was just sitting in Costa having a coffee and a smoke to myself. So I think that was my routine.
Alone? Without crew?
No, alone, yeah.
And what about you? Thursday night?
One day before, invariably still promoting the film, so there's no time to think. Friday morning.
Like cramming for an exam.
Yeah. Friday morning, you're just you know, you want to sleep in because you're exhausted, and by the time you wake up, invariably
The
some
WhatsApps
news
have
is,
come with the news.
yeah, the news has come in already.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think I'm not so nervous around a release.
Ah, okay.
Because I just feel that I've done everything there has to be done. And like I said, I'm an eternal optimist, so I always feel like it'll all be okay. And then suddenly sometimes you wake up and you realize all's not okay.
So you're venting out and you're ranting. Do you have any friends in the industry that you will say, if they make a comment about, like there was a time with everything that you wore, they wanted to make a comment on, because they couldn't find anything else to comment as far as the performances were concerned. Do you have your issues there? Do you call up and say, I want to beat this person up, and then you call up one person and say, why is he doing this to me? Would you ever do you have some friends?
No,
comfort friends?
I don't have friends from the industry, and honestly, I don't read anything that's written. I don't watch entertainment news or any entertainment-related program, so I don't know. I don't read reviews, so I don't know what's being said in that sense. Until Kahaani, I didn't even keep track of
Numbers?
the numbers, you know. So
Because the checks kept increasing every film, right? So it didn't matter. Vidya ji, aapki pichli mein bahut chhiye. Here's another multiple money.
That unfortunately didn't happen in Kahaani, but hey.
But Kahaani too, did it cost you more? Of course.
Actually, no.
Really? Okay. So
I'm not from her side anyway.
when this Kahaani 2 did finish, was there a sense of relief that you managed to deliver everything that you could?
Not yet, no.
No?
I still have a lot to deliver. I still have to finish the film. This shooting is probably the easiest part of making the film. But there's so much more which goes on after shoot. And I think it's going to go on till the day we deliver the film to the cinema halls. So, no, not yet, no.
Would you have rather been an actor?
No, never.
Really?
No.
Wait, work finishes once you leave?
No, but acting is much tougher, Ray. It's really tough because as a director, I have so many people to fall back on. You know, like I have my crew, I have her, I have my other actors. But acting, you're just out there on your own and pretty much handling the whole yourself.
Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. We can keep that. So yeah, it's okay. Well, I would have assumed that, you know, you being so animated, you would have wanted to be an actor at one point in time.
Kadapi nahi.
Is he comfort food for you as a director?
Oh, is he comfort food?
Yes. No,
but
going
it
back
is.
to set, ye acha ho jayega, he'll take care of it.
No, as a
You know,
matter of
he does.
fact, you know, once we decided to do Kahaani 2, I kept wondering, I said, you know, it's been a few years since we shot for the film, almost 6 years, because we shot it in 2010.
Wow.
So I was like, maybe both of us have changed. A lot has happened in our lives.
Yes.
You know, professionally, personally, there have been changes. So I kept wondering, but first day on set, and I just felt like, oh no, nothing's changed. We're just the same. And yeah, it's once I was okay with the story, as in once he narrated to me and I responded
Positively.
Positively.
Is she tough to convince?
I mean, yes. She's a hard nut to crack.
So post that, I know that he'll make a good film.
Yeah, that's true.
So I knew that when I went on set.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yes, he is comfort food.
Super.
And you know, I can tell him things that I wouldn't be able to say to anyone else. In terms of, I can be absolutely honest.
I wouldn't ever imagine you to be anything but honest and politically incorrect. I have a feeling, you know?
You know, but sometimes, I don't know with Sujoy, it's just, I can say it just as it is. With some other people, especially if it's my first film with them, you have to be
Careful.
You know, you have to be careful so you don't make them nervous or insecure about the film that's being made, even if you have a suggestion. So I think you have to be watchful of those things.
I have to say something. A lot of people said this. Vidya Balan has become too big for a big actor to act with her.
Really?
Yeah, because they all felt that, you know, in the sense that they said, she's too powerful, yaar. We need somebody who's not going to be equal. There were lots of these little birds that were murmuring there. Did you feel that was not warranted also? Because, you know, as an actress, you did what you did, and if the audience loved you, there's nothing you can do about it.
No, and I'm very happy about the space I'm occupying. I'm not, I don't for a moment regret not being part of the films that I'm not part of. So I don't get offered those big hero films anymore, and I genuinely don't regret it because I'm enjoying the work I'm doing.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and I don't think
As a director,
about being too big and all that.
But it's a good thing. Like I said, in a good way. As a director, Do you feel that it's about time that egos took a little bit of a backseat for films to start doing a lot better? Because the last year financially hasn't been so great for films. Lots of, I've seen lots more egos that have started to come out now, you know. Do you think as a director it's tougher to be able to balance them out on a set?
Ego?
Yeah, of actors? Never in your films?
No, thankfully, honestly, I wouldn't know how to answer that because thankfully I have been in an environment, you know, whether it's with Vidya, whether it's Sir, whether it's Vivek or Ritesh or whoever, where ego never played a part. You know, so I really wouldn't know. But I think, you know, it'll always be happening because I don't think Vidya will ever accept a role.
Just because it's a big film with lots of people in it?
Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, if I'm reading her right, you know, and she'll expect to do, you know, herself to do something. And that's it, you know, what's the point of taking her in a film if you're not going to make her work?
What about money? Does it hold anything for you? They offered you pots of money to say that, yes, come for just a bit, but we'll pay you like 5 times the amount.
No, I've never said, you know, yes, basis money only. Money is very important. And you know, I command and demand my price, and that's all it is. But I wouldn't do it only for money. I can't. I'm just, I get very unhappy on a set, even if it's a special appearance and I'm not
Feeling
like,
special.
Yeah, exactly. I can't.
I think that's the way it should be. You know, we want you to stay unadulterated, both of you, but you still haven't given your fitness regime. Before we go, you have to tell me that fast. How often do you run in a day? Okay, a week?
Once a day.
How many kilometers?
Not much, not much. Not
Sujoy,
much.
be nice to us. Tell us
Not
nice
much.
things.
Seriously,
Because
seriously.
you have like...
It's an episode of,
What is that?
I don't know, maybe 45 minutes?
45 minutes, and that's it?
That's it.
And food and all those kind of things, is he like the guru on set, what you should
He
eat?
doesn't eat at all. I think there's a disorder there because he literally, he doesn't eat.
No, I do,
You
but...
rarely see him eating, and then he'll go and eat some mutton chop or something like that. in Calcutta,
Yeah,
but
you have to save up for those. You have to save up for junk.
Yeah, and then keep that jawline coming in. Till the next time, bye-bye, take care, see you soon. And this will be out everywhere. Obviously, a lot of people do ask us when this interview will be out because we put like a Facebook Live that we're going to do as well with this today. On the day of release and a day prior, and then as the interview gets a little more popular, we start sending it out a little bit more. B4U Entertainment's our YouTube channel where it's always there. Sometimes people do visit there, so do if you can. Bye-bye and take care.